Classy show. That's what I've always called it. It's a very classy show. Adam, thank you for joining me here on Open House. It's a very intimate episode of Open House. It's just going to be you and I. We're trying something. We're mixing it up this time. So
we don't have to do anything?
Yeah, 2 minute
Hell
episode.
yeah.
You guys
I'm just going to hang out.
Yeah.
So, Adam, this
That's
is a
his
very
dog.
special episode. We're going to be just do a very intimate discussion.
Thank you.
And so I can't wait to see what kind of bullshit we pull out of you.
Kiss!
This episode is brought to you by Mack Weldon. They sponsored this episode, and we'll hear more from Mack Weldon at the end of the show.
Hey, first question this week comes from Alien Haley. You're on death row awaiting execution. What do you choose for your last meal, and what is your preferred method of execution?
So, having gone on a journey of weight loss, I've learned that it takes forever to eat a salad. Because, it's not calorie dense, it's just a big bowl of stuff. Yeah.
Constantly biting.
So I'm going to get a big old kale salad. So it'll take me, 6-7 years to eat that thing. Preferred method of execution, death from old age, while trying to eat a fucking salad.
It'll give you a really good BM, too.
Yeah, it will.
I want to die in that bowl, that big iron bowl that
from
they used to
Immortals?
put. Yeah, they used to put
cool.
Romans in or
Hell
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, I just want to climb in one of those, and it just gets real hot in there, and then I just burn, and it sounds like my streaks sound like a bull's roar.
Or like a lobster getting boiled.
I want my last meal to be a whale, and I want to have death by whale.
A whole whale?
I have to eat my way out of the whale, and we all know eating too much whale will kill you.
Whale kill you.
For me, preferred method of execution, you've all seen the prototype on Reddit. It's the Euthanasia Coaster. One last ride, and probably liver and onions for my last meal.
I thought you were going to say cotton candy.
How are you going to eat those?
No,
when
I want amusement park food.
My last meal would definitely be Mexican food, but I would make it all from scratch.
Wait, you're going to make it?
I would make it all. So
Okay,
Adam's got it
now I know where
now.
we're going.
Adam's got it now.
Now I know where
exactly.
we're going.
I gotta make up those tortillas, and I don't really know how to do that.
Yep. Right.
Just pat up that dough and then throw
Pat
it
up
on
the
and
dough.
I'll be like, I screwed it up. Well, I gotta try it again, right? And then eventually, my preferred method of execution would be the Iron Maiden.
Here comes Peak.
I guess on the motif of it taking a long time, I do a 12-course meal.
Okay.
Well, so all right,
All right.
so that would take what, an hour and a half?
never dared 12.
I don't know. And I guess just wait till I'm sound asleep and then stab me to death.
Next question from Magic School Gus. You are now transported in the Cars cinematic universe, finally, what I've always wanted. What vehicular form do you assume?
Wheelchair. One of the ones that doesn't have the wheels you can turn
Cars
with your
have
hands.
wheelchairs in the Cars universe?
He also thinks a
That's his answer.
wheelchair is a car.
It's his answer. Hey, it's his answer.
All right, I know
You
you're
can't tell
right
me
about
my
that.
version of Cars is
That's
wrong.
fine.
You're right about that.
Hey, you're the progressive guy at Pixar. Let's make it happen.
Yeah. I like the truck that carried Lightning McQueen around everywhere because he basically had a car in his asshole everywhere he went.
Yeah, the tow truck.
So I'd want to be like a truck that carries trucks.
So you could
I just
have
want to
things
see
in your-
how many
In your butthole?
other living cars I could cram inside me.
That's like a horror movie, Car Centipede.
Like car centipede.
Except he likes it. I'd like to be a Transformer. I'm sure that will happen once Disney buys the Transformers franchise. That way I could be the one biped in this godforsaken land of only cars. What if there are stairs? What do you do?
I don't know. What
You
do
turn the Starscream and you fly away!
I want to be the Captain America mobile because, as we all know, Cars is part of the Disney cinematic universe. And I want to be the Captain America mobile in the Cars cinematic universe.
Okay.
Elise?
I would be the three-wheeled car that Mr. Bean is always rivaling and bumping out of its space.
I think I saw it on Top Gear. It falls over a lot.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Matt Peak, which car would you be?
Are the planes considered part of the car?
Yeah,
No!
they are, 100%.
Not that Chinese animation company, no way.
Either one of those planes or Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Do that.
Which
that a
one?
racial slur?
Yeah, do you want to be all of them?
I'm Starscream.
Next question from Emmy4. If you could live in an 80s movie setting, which one would you live in and what would be your role?
Well, I'm going to say the obvious answer, the Ewok movie, because I would love to be one of those little Ewoks. And then when C-3PO arrives, I'd greet him and shake his hand and be like, hey, it's really good to see you. And then also when that little kid arrives too, what's the name of the kid? Come on, Matt Peak. This is where you were supposed to capitalize on this. What?
I wasn't paying attention. Sindel.
Sindel, thank you. When Sindel arrives, I give him a big hug and tell him how much I love him.
It's a girl.
Yeah.
Trouble in Paradise. Ewok Paradise.
I would obviously live in the universe of Running Man.
Oh, that's a cool universe.
I just get to watch Running Man every single week.
Which is awesome.
And it'd be fucking awesome every
cool.
single time.
Super cool.
So,
Turns out Xanadu just cleared the bar, 1980. So if I
Never
lived in
saw
the mythical cinematic universe of Xanadu, I'd rub my brain cells together and think this skating thing's blown up.
I thought Xanadu was a fantasy film.
yeah, about roller skating.
In the 80s.
What the hell?
I'm gonna get into skate wheel supplying. This wave is taking off and it's never coming back
The
down.
most boring part of Xanadu you could have picked.
I'd like to be in the world of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. So, I mean, I would just be anyone.
Chicago?
You be that pedo principal?
Anybody.
Movie that I would live in would be Labyrinth,
Of course.
and I would be the babe.
Which babe?
You remind me of the babe. Babe with the power.
All right, Matt Peak.
All right. Well, Top Gun. Then I would be in that movie setting.
Would you be Goose?
No, I wouldn't be
Yeah.
Goose.
Which gay
I
pilot
wouldn't
would
wanna
you
die.
Would you be Val Kilmer, Iceman?
No, I'd be
Would you be
like.
Hollywood?
Wolfman.
Jester.
Lawrence, next question.
Shermanator writes, you all win the lottery, but instead of winning money, what would be the best thing to win millions of?
Everybody knows the answer to this
Yes.
question. It's obviously
Fidget spinners.
Enchilada.
Wait,
Obviously,
spinners.
fidget spinners.
Which year, Bruce, is this?
You exchange the fidget spinners in for money
Yep.
because people are taking them now.
They're hotcakes.
They're
Talking
using
about
them to
Bitcoins,
power
right?
up,
No, not
Bitcoin.
Bitcoins, Matt. Fidget spinners.
Yeah.
Because they're on the way up.
You can't buy a graphics card anymore, so we need fidget spinners to power those Bitcoin machines. we hook up a
sitting
fan,
there spinning
an
all the-
oscillating fan.
Come on!
Someone's gonna realize that all those frictionless gimbals are worth something.
Yeah, Bruce busts all the bearings out of his fidget spinners to melt down the plastic.
Put them
Or it's
back in the
just drooling.
skates that they were originally taken out of.
Exactly.
Nice.
And then we're ready to ride the third wave skating.
You don't need to explain it.
They're gonna
We know you're a
No one
billionaire.
gets what I'm going with this, Bruce.
Lace up derby dolls.
I'd want to win 1 million square foot of land right outside of Dubai.
Ooh, okay. all
That's
right.
what I'd have.
I would want to win 1 million Bensons. But kind of like Clone Rules, each one would come out more busted than the last. So, you know,
We're
fool me
starting
once.
off with the
shame
original
on you.
busted.
I would buy 1 million grains of rice and hire one lone Asian man to write little things on them and then sell them for $5 each. Make my money back.
That's
Yeah.
a good. That's
Wait,
a good,
you didn't spend any money. You won the lottery.
good
You had to hire
scheme.
the Asian man.
Elise, next question.
This is from Elderwing. The Academy has asked Funhaus to produce the 2018 Oscars. What would you guys do to get the ratings up? If we're producing the 2018 Oscars, it's a no-brainer. I'm going to have us in pivotal on-screen roles during the night.
We are
So
a draw.
All right,
Bruce
true.
is going to be the award girl. He's going to be giving the award, doing the
I would
little
love to do
kisses on the
that.
cheeks.
Yeah, the one she walks out, hands
Yeah.
the statue, and walks back.
Matt Peak is hosting. I'm going to be like
I don't know about that.
throwing shade in the audience when I don't win.
Nice.
James is going to say something racist. This is pre-Oscars.
I was gonna say, what
Oh, yeah,
about
this
the
is-
Oscars?
But
I know what's going on right now. There's the whole Me Too movement and everything where
Yeah.
certain people have been accused, like Casey Affleck is dropping out. So we go the opposite. We only have the accused go to the show. Everyone will watch.
The sexual harassment
Yeah.
officers?
Presenting Harvey Weinstein, Kevin
Lifetime
Spacey.
Achievement Awards
Wow.
for everybody.
And then we blow up the building.
Yeah. Everyone would watch.
If you locked all the harassers together, would they start harassing each other?
Absolutely,
Or
they would. 100%.
they will all band together and they would use what they could find to make a woman to harass. And like a milk carton head.
So many creative minds in one room just feeling each other up.
All right, Matt Peak, what are you going to do?
I was just gonna say we pick who hosts it, or we all host it simultaneously. Every part, we all read everything.
All together?
All
We'll
together.
never talk over each other.
All right, Matt Peak, you ready? Let's start the show. Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the 2018 Oscars.
I'm your
your
host,
host, Bruce
Bruce
Green,
Green,
Adam
Adam.
Kovic, Matt Peak. Come on, Matt.
Zegoed Hand asks, says, I wish I was never born. Every Funhouse member screams as they slam the door to the room. What would change if you were never born?
I think Chipotle would probably go out of business if I was never born, because I'm basically putting all of their kids through college. Because I go there almost every day.
Mr. and Mrs. Chipotle.
Well, that and all the employees.
Well, if they
and-
keep poisoning people, yes.
yeah, they poison me, but I come back.
I think the biggest thing that would change if I was never born is that Elise would still be a virgin.
Oh, man,
that's-
I understand that.
The Far Cry franchise would not be as far along as it is
Yeah,
today.
right, that's
If it
right.
wasn't
I
for
don't
me.
know,
I think there'd be a lot of anime fans who haven't been converted to feminism. I do a lot of good work in those circles. Not a lot of people know that.
You do?
Yeah. I'm in there telling them about which waifus are problematic and which ones are not.
In there.
Yeah.
Yeah, in where?
In the mix.
Wait, so your definition of feminism is identifying women that you believe to be problematic?
Yeah. I let other people know.
Elise?
I don't think The Wire would have been as popular.
Because you tweeted about it once?
Well, no, the character Bubbles was based on her.
Oh, I
Same with
didn't know
Trailer
that.
Park Boys.
Matt Peak, what mark have you left on society?
None. Probably a dirty one.
So it'd be cleaner.
Yep.
Yeah, so it'd be cleaner. It wouldn't be skid marks
You
all
do
over.
have a cult. You know that you did
No.
make the Emmy Award-winning show Robot Chicken what it is today.
That's
That's
right, you're
true.
a Robot Chicken editor.
I have one of those. What do you call them? The like participation Emmys.
An Emmy.
But it's not
Technical
like
Emmy.
it's not
Like a
for
daytime
me
Emmy?
specifically.
Do you have a statue at home?
No, no,
I've never seen this.
no. It's a little plaque. We were talking about it recently, where
won't
it's
know this?
not really.
Matt Peaks won an
it's
Emmy?
Not a
I
real
say-
Emmy.
I think it's only you
not
and
a real
Bernie
Emmy.
Burns are Emmy
It's that
winners.
the show won it, and they're never mind.
Matt Peak won an Emmy.
I
didn't
saw
know
one in
that.
a bathroom one time.
My God.
How much plastic would you say is in that trophy? Oh, let me phrase it another way.
Don't let him melt it down.
How many skate wheels do you think you could get?
Let's go to commercial right now. This episode of Open House is brought to you by Mack Weldon. Mack Weldon is better than whatever you're wearing right now. Mack Weldon believes in smart design, premium fabrics, and simple shopping. A couple clicks on their website, and you will be sitting pretty in the most comfortable underwear, socks, shirts, undershirts, hoodies, and sweatpants that you'll ever wear. Mack Weldon also has a silver line of underwear and shirts that are naturally antimicrobial, which means even if you stink, these won't. They want you to be comfortable, so if you don't like your first pair, you can keep it and they will still refund you, no questions asked. Not only does Mack Weldon's underwear, socks, and shirts look good, they perform well too. They're perfect for the gym, going to work, out on a date, or just everyday life. So go to MackWeldon.com and get 20% off using promo code HAUS, H-A-U-S. Do yourself a favor, because Mack Weldon is better than whatever you're wearing right now. And we're back. Adam, thank you so much for joining me today on this episode of Open House. I'm sorry it was just the two of us and we couldn't have anyone else involved. But yeah, thank you for joining us. Any final words to the audience out at home?
I'm just happy to be along for the ride.
The calluses came off.
At least you have calluses.
I gotta fart.
Not a lot of people know this, but we've discovered a certain trick. Porn stars. So if you'll notice, way in the background of all of our shots, right about there, we secret a porn star into every single shot.
Yeah.
So you don't know that. It's our little secret sauce.
There it
but
is. I
there
see
comes
it.